Hello, this is Mike, NoStressMike.com. First I wanted to show you, this is, January 20th, 2015, and it looks like, I've been gone, I've been in Mexico here for a couple of weeks, and I come back, it looks like our roses got a little frost on them, and we lost our roses. So I guess it's got a little chilly here through the night. But anyway, what I want to talk about is taking a cold shower. Now, I say I'm a simple man with simple needs. And I'll tell you, there's one thing about when you've experienced hardships and bad times, there's one thing about it that it really makes you appreciate the good times. And I don't want to try to tell you that a cold shower is good times. It's not. But I say I've had to take cold showers. Well, we're going to start with the basics. I've had to take a cold bath in rivers and creeks. I've had to do that. Let's see, Vietnam was a really good example. I say I went horseback riding in the Grand Tetons, and that's another good example of when you're taking a bath out in the middle of nowhere. And I think that was the streams and creeks and stuff like that. Matter of fact, now that I think about it, I even used snow at that time to take a bath with. You just take, like, get a snowball and you just, you know, so that's the extremes. That's really getting rough right there. Another time, the first time I drove down to Central America, I was in Mexico. This is where I learned, seldom do I stay with people. Like I say, a lot of times people think I go camping when I'm traveling. I don't camp. Like I say, there's snakes, there's bugs, there's poisonous caterpillars, and so I don't. I normally stay in a hotel somewhere. But I do have friends, and like I say, I make friends, and I'll stay with them, especially if it's for a period of time. If I know I'm going to stay in a place for a period of time. This is how I learn what's going on, is talking to people, and they educate me on what's going on, even though we don't speak the same language. And I will stay with people, and so there's been times, not all these people have running water, you know, sure don't have showers or bathtubs. Bathtubs down here too are a rarity. Very seldom do people have bathtubs. A lot of times they have, if they have running water, and they do have a shower type situation, they don't have much water pressure. And so normally they'll see, and you see in some of my videos, they'll see these big black, well, you can't see it, but it's right across the road over there on top of the building. There's big old black things, and those hold water. The water pressure, I don't know why, but all through Central America that I've seen, they don't hardly have any water pressure. So the water just kind of runs. It's a flow, but not kind of like when you take a hose and you cramp a hose and it still keeps coming out. It's about that much. That's about how much water pressure that they have. So you don't have that much of a big stream of water. So they have these big tanks, And so then there's all the time filling, and they got a float in there, so when it fills up, and then that, and normally that's what happens. They take water from that tank, and that's where they get water in the house. So it's gravity fed into the house. Some places don't have those tanks, and then so you got that little stream of water, and so you have that. And then let's see, I went to well, okay, talking about Vietnam, they have 55-gallon drums, and they've got a heater type system, diesel kerosene heater. It drips, just drip, 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 and it heats up the water. And when we came back to the rear, this is what they had for hot showers. And you take a 5-gallon bucket of water, normally it's about 5 gallons to take a shower, and then you climb up the ladder and you dump it in the barrel, and so you have, that's enough for your shower. So everybody takes their 5 gallons up there when they're getting ready to take a shower. And okay, now when they do it like that, they've got you've seen those big round shower heads, and the water just kind of just like rain, it comes down like rain. That's what they do, is gravity fed. So that's what they have like that in Vietnam, in with the heated water. Okay, now I was at when I go to different hurricane sites, taking a bath is very difficult, and I'm really big. I take a bath every day. Seldom do I not. Vietnam, I was lucky to get a bath once a month, and so I learned from that. And we had all kinds of diseases. I mean, it was bad. I mean, we're in the jungle, combat. So any little cut would get infected. We call it jungle rot. And so I learned there how important good hygiene is. And so as I travel, I don't want to get sick, so I make sure I stay clean. And but the problem is I'm out on such extended times. Like this time I'm out over 6 months. It'll probably be about 8 or 9 months before that I'm gone, before I get back to the States. So when you're out that long, you have to come up with ways of staying clean that's not normal. I've had people say, well, you need the hand sanitizer. Well, that sounds pretty good. Most places I go, they don't even have it. And even if they did, yeah, I wear cargo pants, and I normally you see me wear a light shirt. These are all things with pockets, and I just don't have that many pockets to carry that much stuff. So I don't eat that often, so keeping my hands completely sanitized all the time is not that big of a thing. Everything is so dusty and dirty because of all the volcanoes and stuff like that, so I don't even attempt to. So there is limits on what I can do to stay clean. Like I say, I've owned restaurants, so keeping clean hands is very important to me. And so you never see me with really dirty hands. I mean, even when I'm mechanicking, I'll get my hands dirty and then I'll clean them up. So so you have different, and then like I said, the first time that I came down, it was in someplace in Mexico, and they had a bathroom, and in the bathroom they had a hole in the floor, about a 4-inch PVC hole, and if you're not familiar with it, that is a toilet. I come across that in Orient, when I was in the Orient also. You just squat down and go to the bathroom in that hole. And but anyway, so the place I stayed at, they had the bathroom, and I went in there, and they had the hole in the floor, and they had a 5-gallon bucket and cup. So in other words, I was taking a bath with a cup and 5 gallons of water. And so what I'm saying is there's different kinds of cold showers you're going to take. Basically, I'm going to show you how I take a cold shower. Now, basically, it's all about the same. The only ones that are different are the ones, like I say, with the shower head, that round shower head with all the little holes and it's like it's raining. That one's a little tough because you stand right there, and then when you pull the rope or turn the knob, whatever you do, all that cold water just comes down on you. That's a tough one. But I'm going to show you how I take cold baths. Okay, taking a bath. Okay, the first thing, I'm going to have to illustrate with my clothes on. Okay, what you do is you start with your head. If you're using a cup, you pour the water. If you're got some kind of running water, you stick your head, and then what I did, there's not much water, so it's just kind of slowly running out. I would cut my hands like that, and it catches the water, gets in my hair, and then I go on and shampoo my hair, and then I wash my face. I do that because I've got it. I'm doing it like that, and now it's cold. It's really cold. So you go like that, you get in the water, you got it, you put the soap, shampoo, come down, more. Okay, by starting with your head, it's slowly, for one thing, it slows your brain down. That cold water makes the blood vessels tighten up. So your thinking is slower. So in other words, you won't feel the pain or the coldness quite so bad. And and then after you do that, you get yourself rinsed, and then you go on and you get one arm, and then you get the other arm, and then that's when you go on and you kind of splash some water up under your arm, some like that, and then I'll turn around and I'll put a little bit on my back, a little bit. It doesn't take much. I say the nerves on your back, boy, when that cold water gets it, it's going to be a little chilly. So you get it like that, and now it runs. Okay, and then I'll stick my leg out, have it get on my leg, and then get on the other leg, or I'm pouring it. Okay, then you turn the water off. This is called a Navy bath. Okay, so you get yourself wet. Now you're wet, and then you take your soap and you lather and you do all your cleaning. All your cleaning from your neck down. You do all the cleaning, and then so you're all sudsed up. Okay, now it's time to rinse. And then when you rinse, you start at the top, and then the same thing. You're just pouring it down, and you're going to notice it's not quite as cold. For one thing, you've already had the water on you, and your skin is realize there's coldness coming, so it kind of adapts. And like I say, even your skin, the blood vessels start closing up, so you don't have all that circulation, so you don't really feel that coldness so much. Even the nerves kind of deaden down on your body, so you don't notice the coldness. Okay, so then you go on and you do the rinsing, and you do all your rinsing, total, all your rinsing. You do all your rinsing, and then after you do all your rinsing, then it's a done deal. So yeah. Now it normally takes me about a week to get used to a cold shower. Now, when I say get used to it, I'm not saying, oh boy, I can't wait to get it. I'm not saying that. It gets to the point where, like I say, after about a week, you're much more comfortable doing it. And the chill factor, you don't have the chill factor near as much. So it does get easier as you're doing this stuff. So and the thing that really gets me is you really do appreciate a hot shower after you've been taking cold baths. And but you can do it, and it is even now. You got to remember also, when you're doing it like this, a lot of times the water you're using is not really safe water. So you want to get as little of this in your eyes, ears, and mouth as possible. That's when you use the bottled water. You use bottled water to brush your teeth, and I made a video talking about learning how to do personal hygiene when you don't have water, by turning the water off at their house. And this right here will give the family a chance to how to function without running water. And this is one of the I didn't tell you how to take a shower or take a bath at that time, so this will go along with it. I'll put the link down below. But you do have to realize the water is contaminated that you're using. So you're just using it for cleaning the body and, like I say, cleaning your clothes. Okay, this is Mike, NoStressMike.com.